Press the button. Press the button.
And I did press the button. Always worries me now. I found out what the problem was, right? When I was pressing live, I've got to tell you, I've run out of storage space because what it tends to do is record this on its servers. And at the time, I didn't have enough storage. So when I was pressing live, it was kind of a message saying, you've got no storage to record this on the servers. So I ended up deleting a load or downloading a load onto a hard drive. But they're up on YouTube anyway, so there's not much point in it, really. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. But anyways, we're live tonight. We're a bit different tonight. We will talk about some future kits and also the future challenge that I've set, which we're going to do using Airfix and Chill. But we'll go into that later. You know, I've been talking about this challenge anyway, but I've got some news from Airfix as well about the challenge, which is good. We've got quite a few in the chat. I just want to say welcome to James, to Rorex, to John Alec, and to Hardy's. I believe John Parker's going to turn up tonight, and I think the gang's going to turn up at some point, or maybe run a little bit late. I've not heard from Sully or anything like that. So, oh yeah, Sully's on his way. And as I said, I think Lexi, bless her, she's still training in a new job. And congratulations, Lexi, on getting a better job in everything. So, looking at the chat, we've got quite a few in tonight. We've got a new member, Lord Bodford. Thank you very much for becoming a member of Moz 6510 Models. Really appreciate that. He's come through. We've got Ryan Scale modeling in. We've got Plastic Monkey. Nice to see my friend Sprue and Glue is turned up, but he's only lurking. But if he wants to come in and have a 10 pence worth, let me know. You're quite welcome in. Go for it. Painting's been on as well. Rally Car Miniatures, Paul Price. Lots of people in tonight. Fenris probably won't be able to join today. Joys of project-based work included sudden business and high unattainable client demands. Oh, you want to get out of that rat race, mate, like I did. By the way, I think Hardy and James, I've got up here, are sharing this to their YouTube channel, because this is more about us scale modelers getting together and trying to build our channels up, which is good.
That was my plan, but it's failed miserably on my side. So,
are you doing it on the computer or are you doing it on your phone?
Phone, mate. That's all I've got.
Oh, is it? There is a link. I'll have a look at that. I'll speak to StreamYard and see how you can do it, because in the top right, I can see who's linked up and who isn't, you see. So at the moment, I've got James is sharing this.
Yeah, it's worked this time.
Is it work this time, is it? So, by the way, Hobby Barn is in the chat. If somebody could quickly link to his channel in the chat, he's really close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help him by getting to that big 1,000, go over there, watch one of his videos, and give him a like, give him a heart, and give him a subscribe as well, so we can get to that 1,000 subscribers. And I hope you're really well. So there's Hobby Barn, which is Terry. We got to Bodie Go High. Yeah, see you there. Marcus, Dan Usher, even fellas, fellets, whatever else you want to be. So yeah, I can see that, definitely. Hobby Time is also in. Said Plastic Monkey, bless him, he's in as well. And I think that's mostly everyone in the chat. Taggers is also in. Nice to see you, Taggers. Zinzan Scale Modeling. Nice to see you, my friend. Just going down through. If I missed your name, I'm really sorry, but I just want to get close and start on this new tooling that Airfix has got coming out this year. Flying Dutchman's also in, and there we go. Lord Boldford says saying hello, and she's in. She's there. She's every effing where. Miss Modeler, how are you, my love? Are you all right?
I thought I'd come say hi for a bit.
We've missed you. How's work?
Really good, actually. Really good.
Are you enjoying your new job?
Yeah, it's just a lot at the moment.
Is it a lot, is it? Because I've noticed that it hasn't been much content, but I think you put out a post today just saying the reasons why.
Yeah, a lot of dealing with a lot of stuff all at the same time. So I decided one thing had to give. So YouTube made sense, obviously, because I've just started a new job. I'm sort of doing a lot of counseling to get over X stuff, and yeah, so I will be back like mid-July properly. But I figured I'd come say hi today because it's been a while.
It's been a while. It has been a while. We do miss you because you're fun of.
Yeah.
I have asked a guy called John Parker to join us. I sent him an email, so hopefully he'll turn up. That man is a brain of Airfix. I think he collects kits. He's very interesting. But I want to talk today very quickly. Well, not quickly, but I'm really excited about this ferret armored scout car.
Yeah, I am too.
Airfix are going to bring out. I think that I know the Gannett's up there as well. We're going to look at the Gannet as well, but I think this scout car is something that's going to be pretty big because there's nothing else like it in the market at the moment, is there? I've not seen any other scouts.
Yeah.
But
Unless you're looking down the resin
yeah, that's
route
what I
for
mean.
it from I can't remember the name of the company now. But
I'm trying to think of the company. But they released the box art this week, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
If we just scroll down, it's 2B again. So you look at that, just at the 3D renders of it, it just looks great. But that is the box art, and I think that really does sum up it just looks with that white background, and you've got the Achtung West Berlin. So it's pre-Cold War, isn't it? Really, before the Berlin Wall. I just think it's going to be a beaut to build, and I'm just wondering. And I presume you, James, are going to John, sorry, are going to be ordering it, haven't you, for your?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, not sure when it's going to come out. They just can't release that information, but as soon as it does, I'm definitely going to buy it, and I'm going to build it on the channel.
I've kind of set myself up for a fall with this because I've never built any kind of armor or AVC or anything like that, and I've got a mate up in Northumberland who actually has a scout in his garage.
Really?
Yeah. He's been repairing it.
Oh
for
my
years.
fucking god!
He's one of my old sort of cadet buddies, and he wants me to go. He wants me to buy one and build it as his. So I've said I will. So if you hear me screaming and pull my hair out towards the end of the year, that's what's happening. But yeah, he's got a proper little scout in his garage. So I can't wait to see it.
Oh, send us some pictures over when you next go over.
Yeah, we'll do, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hardy, that would make a great video for your channel. You build that ferret scout and give it or put it next to your mate scout. It'll be laughing. Is it actually a road runner then? Is it, or is he just repairing it up as he's building it up? I suppose.
I know he's had it a long time, and I mean he's had it at least 10 years. But the photographs I've seen, it looks like it runs, but then again, you don't know, do you? So I know nothing about armor, so yeah, we'll see. But I'll ask him. I'll find out.
Yeah, I was looking the other day on the YouTube because they've got a what can I say? When you hear them drive by you, they've got an amazing noise. Like when you've heard it once, like a Spitfire. When you hear a Spitfire go over your head, that's a Spitfire. But when you hear that go by, that's a ferret. So they've got like an intriguing noise coming from it. But I suppose it's the size of the engine in the back. Has it got Cummins engine or something in the back of it? Or Rolls-Royce engine, I think it is. But it's a beast, and I'm so looking forward to having a crack at it. And now they've released the box art, it's like really, really got me thinking. But Hardy, my only suggestion is if you want to try, if you think now, let's go pick up an Academy kit or an Airfix based Academy kit. So if you want to build a 135th, have a go with the KT that they released last year, or
is that the ambulance?
Yeah, have a go with that because you'll be pleasantly surprised. Because even though it's Academy, packed and everything, and packed under Airfix, there's a lot of Academy in it, if you know what I mean. The way that things go together.
My big plan was to buy like a cheap Airfix armor kit, like the very, very cheapest one, and just have a practice. Because like I say, I've never done one, so
Fair enough.
Or Hardy, get yourself a Tamiya kit.
Yeah.
Because they are the I'm just thinking the SDKFZ 221 is peanuts.
Yeah.
right, okay, I'll have a look.
That's pretty much looks like a ferret.
That's a good shout, actually. That's a really good shout.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
They're not that well, they'll be about 30, 40 quid, won't they, from Tamiya, though, won't they? They won't be cheap.
No, they're about £20.
Well, 20 quid, are they? Fair enough. But I just like the schemes as well. You've got this one here, which is the Armored Car West Germany, August 1961. And then you can go down a little bit, and then you see there's the call out there. Then you have this bad boy, which is the British Army Training Unit Suffield, from Canada. And it's like the way the 2 and the 5 is just like mixed matched on there, like, isn't it? Like as an afterthought. But moving down even further, this is the one I'm tempted to do, which is the armoured car from the 5th Parachute Brigade, British Army Overseas in Cyprus, 1974. I do like the white, and I do love the paratrooper symbol on the side, and I think that's the one. Is it Bovington Tank Museum? Maybe I think that might be up there actually at Bovington.
Yeah, I think the white's the NATO colours.
Yeah, UN in it, United Nations in it.
Yeah.
Is the sort of thing you would build then, Sully, if you're there? I think he's wiring himself up.
Hello.
He's got those Apple Pro goggles. He's trying to get it all working, isn't he, mate?
Not my thing.
No. 3.5 grand.
No bollocks to that shit.
Sort of thing you would have a crack at building then, Sully, this Ferret Scout?
I probably would, to be fair, actually. Whose was it? I've forgotten.
Airfix.
Yeah, probably, to be fair. Yeah.
Lots of bird nest potential.
Oh, God, yeah. Got a real big one right in the centre.
Well, you could probably weather it so it's nice and like flaky white, couldn't you?
Do you know what? I'm trying to get, because I'm on my laptop, I'm trying to send my new logo to it, and it's just playing up at the moment.
Oh, fair.
I say new logo, the one I've been using.
Yeah. Is that a new MacBook Air, is it?
Newish. I've had it a while. It's just for some reason my AirDrop's playing up today. Don't know why.
Oh, fair enough.
Now that I actually have a Mac, I don't really understand the hype on them, I'm going to be honest.
You've got a Mac, have you?
Yeah, I have to use one for work.
Do you like it?
Nope. Hate it with a passion.
Oh, you'll get used to it. You'll love it then. And you'll think, why did I ever use Windows?
Productivity is so much slower.
Is it really?
I think so.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you want to use iMovie. Use iMovie. It's a dream. Drop and run, and that's it. On your Mac.
I don't think I'm meant to use it for anything personal, but I don't also think they will know.
Don't mention it on the stream in case they're watching.
They're not.
It's your alter ego. It's hidden. Would you build this one then, Lexi? Would you tempted to build a Ferret Scout, or you?
I mean, it is one of the only. Not to diss ethics, because it's not really an ethic thing. It's one of the only large-scale things that's actually tempted me this year.
That's it. You weren't tempted with the Katie then?
I mean, I gave my Katie to someone else.
Oh, you did, didn't you? You did give it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you the same as me? Do you just do aircraft?
Pretty much. I don't really have. I have a couple of non-aircraft stuff, but then it's space again. I never have any room.
Yeah, as I said, it's going to be a bit of pleasure to do this one. I'm going to, as soon as it comes on the deck, it's everything else is going to be put away, and I'm just going to concentrate on this. And I'm hoping, I've already booked Ethan to come and join us as well, like for a chat about it when it gets finally released, the designer of it, because he's a young lad, and this is his first kit. And he's blown it. I think he's blown him away with it because he's done apparently he's done a very good job on this, and I can't wait to have a crack at building it myself. Well, I am tempted by that white one, most definitely. The other one that's it's got me interested is the Gannet. If I can get that one up now, the Gannet from Airfix, because that's the one you've got your eyes set on as well, isn't it, Sully?
Yeah, it's on order.
You've got it on all. It's one of your back orders, is it?
Yeah. There you go. There's my little logo. Temporary logo.
Temporary logo. Let's have a look now. Where is it? Where's your temporary logo?
I'm at the bottom. I'll put it on. It's my avatar.
Nice.
Put it on.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Duh. I took a while to see that.
Yeah, I'm updating my old one.
Yeah.
It'll be basically the same. I'm just going to change it. But I thought, well, I'll get the piss take out before it, so why not? It's actually going to be an official second logo. That is.
Yeah. That's great. That is. Isn't it?
It's awesome.
You do
What do
need
you want?
like
What do you-
5,000 followers. We're going to be like, why you got a bird's nest on there?
Yeah. I've got to get that video out at some point soon, so it'll make sense to everybody else.
Yeah. I just think they if you don't know the story, you did the chipmunk and you weathered it to a point where it was just trash, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
it'd be left there, weathered up, and you had a bird's nest in the cockpit or something, wasn't it?
In the engine bay.
In the engine bay. And Airfix did a really good write-up on it.
Yeah.
And then you got a load of aggro because you put a bird's nest in
Well,
it.
it was the condition. It was the condition it was in was the problem.
Or if you put a new bird's nest in, it would have made it all right.
Might have done, yeah. So yeah, people didn't like the fact that it was weathered to shit. Because there's always a couple of people, because they've flown them, they're experts, you see.
Yeah.
And there's they didn't let them get like that, and I was like, well, that's not the pissing point of the model. It's just that it was a representation if that had happened, and it was a bit of fun. It was all it was to do. It was to there was a crack in the windscreen. So not the main canopy, and it was just to make it look like it was supposed to be there. So
I wouldn't worry too much. I thought the write-up was very, very good, and Michael Clegg, who wrote the article, he thought it was stunning. He told me that himself.
Yeah, we had a good chat about it. He was really impressed with that.
It just shows you the mentality of these people sometimes,
Well,
isn't it?
That's it. But
Half of them are probably only annoyed that they didn't think of it first.
Jealous. Just jealous.
Well, yeah, it's the purists, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be all clean and immaculate. Well, no, it hasn't. Everyone has a different idea of how to do stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything in this hobby, it's all preference. And, I don't like clean models, but, if someone's done a good job of it, I'll tell them. I'm still waiting for someone to do one, though.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, mate.
I could have been that dick and says, look who's got her featured by Airfix.
Well, that's right. I
I
reckon
could have
that
done
would be.
that, do you know what I mean? But I was being a better person.
Well, what I would do is I would when they ask for what's it called pictures to go on their calendar, I would send that picture in and say, would you like to use this on our calendar? I think they would do it,
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving back to the Gannet, it does look stunning, doesn't it? Because I remember Helen coming out saying, "Oh, this is the first Z-wing plane that's never been done," or something, wasn't it? And then Airfix was like, "Hold my beer," you know what I mean? And brought out the Gannet,
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're doing it, but they've done it with the folding wings option as well.
Yeah.
They're not just banging it out with the wings up, because I've done the 72nd scale one. And it's lush. It's a really nice sort of kit. I think it was either Trumpeter or Hobby Boss. I can't remember now.
Trumpeter, I think.
Trumpeter probably was and it's a lovely kit. But yeah, you had no option to fold it up and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to it. It'd be a really nice scale as well.
I had the level 72nd one. Exact same thing. Nice kit, but yeah, you couldn't do anything with it really. Shame.
I think there's a sword one you can get at 72nd with the EW version with the big belly. I think.
So this, you can just see that. Look at the cockpit design and everything there, you know. And then you're looking down where the actual wings fold. I wonder if there'll be a way of actually doing it mechanically, that you could actually fold the wings and fold them up, unfold them and fold them up again. I wonder if somebody will bring out some resin parts that you'll be able to do that with. You know, put some sort of copper or brass rod where well, I don't think you could on this actually, is it? Because it's all off
Over to you,
the
son.
arms, isn't it? Imagine a kit that you could do that with.
I was thought about looking at trying to do it, but I don't think I could pull it off.
Yeah.
It's all the hydraulics that you'd need.
That's the problem.
But as I said, it looks gorgeous, and you know, and the twin prop there at the front.
Yeah.
You know, it's even got the hook on the back for when you land, isn't it?
I can't wait to make it look alright, miss.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, a lot of gannets got looked very neglected after service.
I've got a good reference photo of what I'm going to do. Mine will be the only one. Mine will be the only one that's been built at the time that's going to look like a bag of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I've got it on pre-order, obviously, like everything. So, if I would have to, you know, I'll be up and down whether I build with you. But the ferret's the one for me. I think the gannet comes out November. The gannet comes out November, and I think the Scout comes out in September, I believe. So, which will be really, really good if we can get that. Also came on the bench. I've done a video on it. The Oster Antarctic. Anybody else pre-ordered this and bought it?
No,
I saw that on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah. I thought the kit wasn't too bad considering the age of it. And they've had to re-engineer the glass because it was last released back in 2004. And then from that time till now, they've lost the glass to it. But a couple of issues was that the prop was bent, and somebody who's also done a review on theirs.
Yeah, they've got a bent prop.
They got a bent prop as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which was a bit of a shame. When does the ferret come out? I think it's September. So I'll just have to look on my list.
That might be a state secret, you know.
Yeah, there is a list that I was sent with some of the dates on.
Because I asked.
Which which, you know, but like Airfix can't guarantee some of this, you know. That's the problem with, you know, they're reliant on the shipping, and sometimes it heads into Dover, sometimes it heads up to Amsterdam before it comes back. So which is a real shame. They can't, you know, they can't focus on the actual timings. It's John now. Hello, John. How are you, my friend? Can you hear us all right? John, are you there? You there? I don't know if you can hear us. Wow, hang on. We'll come back to John in a minute. I think he's got technical. I think he's going through his car.
Yeah.
He's going through his car. He needs to get it off his link in the car. I think that's the problem. You have to come off your link off your car, John, so you don't get the echo from your car. I was looking at dates, wasn't I, when that Scout's due. I need to go into my messages and go to my private messages.
All right. Inside scoop.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look going down through.
Under SMP accounts, isn't it?
By the way, I'm going. See you later.
You're going, are you, Rorex?
Yeah, I'm going to listen, by the way, but I don't have a lot to do, and I need to do a lot of other stuff as well. So.
All right, mate, no worries.
You need to decant a fresh clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Take care, Johan.
Yeah, I will be listening, so don't worry. Okay.
Bye, forever.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye, Johan.
Yo, where is it?
The Great Western is coming out in September as well, so
yeah,
that would be good timing.
Right, so yeah, just going down through the Great Western. So the Aston Martin and the Land Rover is roughly around September time. The McLaren 765 starter set should be due out this month in June. Let's have a look. Where's the Great Western to? Just scrolling down through for the Great Western. Where are you, Great Western? Oh, the Fairy Gannet's going to be October 23, roughly.
Oh, all right.
The Ferret Scout is August, which is
roughly the same as the KT was.
Yeah,
I think.
The Bristol Bloodhound is due out in November. The Bristol Bloodhound, which is a re-release. The Great Western's apparently available, so it must be on its way. If it isn't out, it must.
I've had that on pre-order for months.
Yeah. So that's the Bond Bug is due out July, August time, and that's about it, really. The Stuka, the 124 scale Stuka, September. That'll be out in September. October is the Fairy Rotterdam. The Dogfight Double was already out, I think, which was in May. Brewster Buffalo came out this month, and the Antarctic came out last month. Sorry, the Brewster Buffalo, and the Antarctic came out this month. So yeah, so the Gannet October and the Ferret Scout August. So we're only 2 months away, really, aren't we? June, July, August. So that will be a welcome. That'd be great if I can get that beginning of the summer. That's me model kit building for the summer sorted. It's going to take a month to do, isn't it?
Nice.
So, yeah. So that's the dates I've been mentioned. Not saying they are the correct dates, but that's just what my insider told me. So yeah. But yeah.
Deep Throat Dale.
No, definitely not.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can't say that, mate. Honestly. I'll have to edit that out later. He's on the whiskey, that's why. Oh, the Aston Martin and the Land Rover was due out in September. So that's
Never
3 months
be able to
away.
look him in the face ever again.
No, that's terrible. And the Lamborghini is due out in July. So the London Taxi is due out this month, allegedly, going by this fake list I've been given. So it'll be interesting. Are you all right there, Alexi?
We've lost her.
We've lost her.
We've lost her to the void.
It really tickled me.
Yeah. I think a lot of people here don't understand American politics. They think of the film.
Depends on which film they're thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody's talking about. I plead the fifth.
Hello, Fenris. How are you, my friend? That's a nice little stealthy model you've got there.
I'm doing all right. Yeah, this one I actually got over the weekend and got it built up, painted, and sealed in 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trumpeter 1/144th, so it's a small little kit. And there was
These are tiny.
It's like maybe 15 pieces. Like
I like this one here that I built.
Yeah.
This is an Airfix stealth fighter. It's not very stealthy looking though, is it?
And of course, I had to build mine wheels up because, of course, I do.
Wheels up
Yeah.
on everything, mate.
Yep.
Get by your stand. So
I just hang everything from the ceiling, so because I don't have room to put things on shelves.
Hanging from the ceiling. You are there, Lexi. Honestly, she's still gone, you know. Look at her. Honestly. You're a bad man, James. You're a
That
bad
makes
man.
sense. It's usually me.
Look what you started.
Well, I speak the truth. He sent you his secret emails.
I don't get very many secret emails, I can assure you. No, definitely not. And yeah, that's what, you know. It's so there's a few dates there that's going to be interesting next couple of months, which should be good. What are you building on your bench, Sully?
That's the that T55 I was working on.
Wow,
It's turning out so good.
that is looking immense, isn't it? What scheme is that, Sully?
One I made up.
It's confused camouflage.
It's confusing. And I managed to get sorted out because you told me to. 2 seconds. Let me get these.
Oh, battery time.
Hang on. It's not that impressive, but
Says
That's what someone else said, isn't it?
yeah. No, it's all gone shit now. Where'd that working? It come back to me.
Oh, is that your barbecue?
Yeah, I actually got it.
just
Oh,
got
that
a little
would've
camera
been
shy.
epic.
That's all.
Honestly.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, look at that! It's got a little bit of coal there on fire. You are right though. It flickers really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hang on, let me get the other. Turn me the lights off.
Oh, look at that! No, I can't see anything.
What'd you use for that? One of those little like tea lights?
Yeah, it's a battery powered tea light.
Yeah,
It looks good.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the front headlights will work. The main searchlight, and I've got some interior ones as well. To like that all work at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. John, we're getting feedback from you, mate. So have you got it linked to your car?
No, it's not in the car at the moment. I'm in the car, but the car's not even turned on.
All right, we got a bit of feedback. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No worries, that's gone now. How are you, my friend? All right?
I'm fine.
Yeah. We're getting a bit of
Is
feedback
that a bit
from
better?
you, mate. No, we're getting a lot of feedback from you.
Oh,
When you're next at your workbench, mate, give us a shout.
I haven't been on my workbench for 18 months.
Oh, fair enough, mate.
Do you want me to come out of here and just go in the chat?
Yeah, if you want, mate. Is that all right?
Yeah. It might be.
When you watch it back, you'll hear it.
Right. But yeah. Okay.
Cheers, mate.
No bother.
That's a shame because I was going to ask him a few questions about vintage classics because he knows his stuff. If you ever go onto his channel, one of the biggest videos he's ever done is the history of Airfix, and he goes into depth about it, and it's really interesting to have a listen to. Well, that's a shame. Moz and Dale like Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. It's not Dale.
It's like when like historians look at two men, they're like, they were just really good friends who lived together with no children. They were just friends.
Yeah, that's exactly right. David Coombs says he has the Bond Bug and Great Western on pre-order. You got that one on pre-order as well, haven't you, John? The Great Western.
I do. Yep.
Yeah.
And the ferret here in about 2 minutes. So I got the website. I had forgotten to pre-order it, but as it's imminently coming out, a couple months, I got to go in. I'm in right now. Yeah, the Great Western has not shipped, so I was just checking right now, and it's still in pre-order status, but that's fine. I wasn't expecting it until September anyways, so
yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry about the feedback. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame, mate. We'll get you on sometime, mate, if we can. Get you at a computer desk or something. Do you already have an Airfix window sticker? Most models. No, I don't have an Airfix window sticker. I don't think they do an Airfix window sticker, do they? Don't think they do.
Any sticker is a window sticker if you stick it.
Any,
on
yeah.
window.
I'm more of a window licker, to be honest. You know what I mean? So Ian Sweep. Oh, shut up. Honestly, they started it all now.
They
And
were
Lexi's
just
feeling
friends.
JOI. Brilliant. Dominic, what have we got on? Oh, he has an Airfix sticker. I have to get an Airfix sticker. I didn't think they sold them. I had an old one years ago, which was like an Airfix Stockist, official Stockist sticker, which I got given. But I have not got an Airfix window sticker, but perhaps I should bring some out. That'd be good. Anyways, I want to quickly move on because I'm going to start the challenge tonight, and I'm going to put a video out this week of me building a Concorde and a video explaining about the woven patches. So,
guess who realised they have a Concorde?
So beside me, I've got two Concords. Now, this one here is the Vintage Classic, the one that I filmed and built last year. That was promised for years, and then all of a sudden they finally released it. The Vintage Classic Concorde. So this is the Vintage Classic one. It went together all right for a Vintage Classic. Remember, it's 1962 tooling. They actually created the tooling before they even made the plane. Finished building Concorde. So this was like, before it even had the change of nose. It's got the BOAC scheme on it. Lovely little build. Back of the engines there, so it went together quite well. Really happy with it. And as I said, this one's they actually released this before they put out, before they finally did all the tests and everything. So this was done off the prototype drawings. And then in 1969 or something, or 1970, I think it was, they then released this one, which is the final tooling, and this one's been in their range for years. There it is. There's the Airfix Concorde, which I've got a video to come out. I've not quite finished editing it up yet because I was waiting for the patches to come. So put that up there. So the challenge is this. It's for everyone. If you build a Concorde, the challenge is that, as you know, you'll get the woven patch. So any of yous have got a Concorde in the stash and want to build a Concorde, you send me a picture of the box art before it starts, and then you what's it called? Build it and then send me a picture of it finished. I will then show your work on here on Airfix and Chill, and then I will send you out the Concorde Challenge woven patch. Now, channel members, I've only got 50 of these made. I can do another 50, but they cost me £3 to £4 each plus the postage. But if you're a channel member, you'll get priority on getting the woven patches. And those who aren't channel members, luck of the draw if you get one. If there's over 100 people, there's only going to be 100. To guarantee it, you will have to be a channel member. Well, that's only fair. The second Concorde was released in 1976. So yeah, that's right. So there's the woven patch. Also, if I've got a copy of it here, let me just double check. My new zine has been made. So new zine, which I make one a year, and it's only 12 pages, but it's got some articles in it that I've written, bits of fun, and basically in here has got an article on my build of the Concorde, and you'll receive a zine with it as well. And I'll send it out anywhere in the world. As long as I get a picture of before the build, and then a couple of weeks later the picture of it finally built, we'll then show them up here so we can have a look at them and congratulate you on building a Concorde, and we'll send you out a woven patch for free. But as I said, channel members get priority on this because they do support the channel. But that's part of it. But also something else, if I can find it a minute. Dale, I told Dale about my challenge, and he said, would you like a discount code for your subscribers or people who watch Airfix and Chill? So if you want to buy a Concorde to do this, they have one on their website now. If you look in the comments, in the not the comments, what do you call it? In the video description, there's a link. You click that link, and then you put the code, which is hang on, let me find the code again. I haven't really organized myself tonight organizing this. I've got a video to put out anyway about it. Let me just go on to hang on, there we go. Onto the channel dashboard here and content. Please go on my live. There you go. And let's have a quick look at the details. Yeah. So I'll put a link in the chat now. So here you go. That's it. So to buy the Concorde kit, you click that link and then you use the code MOZ6510 Concorde 15 and you'll get 15% off. And I believe you get your 10% off as well because you're an Airfix Club member. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me. I'm going to find out proper. But Dale rang because you've been on holiday for 2 weeks. He said, I'll give you 15% off the Airfix Concorde kit. So go to that link. It will take you to the Concorde that's up for grabs. And you get an extra 15% off the price. Okay. So that's where we're at with that one. So that's the challenge. So hopefully, it doesn't have to be a Concorde from Airfix, by the way. If you're brave, you can do the Revel version of the 144th scale Concorde if you're brave. And if you're effing brave, you could do the 172 one that's Hella. So, so if you want to be part of the group build, which is the Concorde Challenge, and there's the woven patch, let me know, and we can come on and build. Are you going to build one? You have got one, haven't you? You've got there's that the twin pack there, Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like inside?
Very Hella.
Is it very Hella-ish, is it?
The book's good if you can read French. Like, I can muddle my way through it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just 2 kits and 2 bags. But I mean, Hella.
Yeah. But what size is it? Is it the 120, the 1 to 100 scale?
1 to 100, yeah.
So that's even bigger, isn't it, than the 144?
Slightly.
Yeah. And look, has it got any English markings to it, or has it just got the French logos for it? Well, that red must be British Airways, surely.
I
think it's
prototype.
Yeah, it's prototype. Yeah.
Oh, it's prototype. They look quite nice, those decals.
Yeah, color are normally okay.
Yeah. So will you be building that one for your patch then, Lexi?
I mean, I guess,
Gets it out.
I guess so.
What did you pay for that one?
20 quid. Because I know how to find a bargain.
Do you?
Yeah. So yeah, 20 quid I got the whole set for. The book on its own is worth like I think like 20 quid. So and I'll be honest, I bought it for the book.
You did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Well, apparently, I've just been told that the promo code's invalid. It shouldn't be invalid. It's because I just copied and pasted it straight from the email. So
He's probably not set it up.
Well, it's due now. It runs out the end of August. So you've got a bit of time. If you can't wait this week, but it should be live. It must be live. Oh, it's work this time. That's right then. Okay. There's a space, is there? Okay. People are saying invalid. So is that the right code then? Have I put the right code down? You can't put. It's no spaces. It's got to be Moz 6510 Concord 15. No space at beginning or end. It's got to be that. So copy and paste it exactly that. Moz 6510 Concord 15. That's the one you need. I'm going to try it again now, aren't I? Because I got it to work before. I'm sure I did. Because I just put it in my basket and then just put the code in. Let me just double check that. So use code Moz Concord 15. Because I didn't put any brackets or nothing. I tried to make it as clean as possible. So order now. Let me just try it just so that I proceed to check out and then log in. So I'm logging in and let's see if I can get the code to work. Promo code. Put the code in, apply. And there you go. The promo code was that's allowed. Yeah, that's gone through for me. And you get free shipping as well. So it looks like the code's working fine for me. If that's so that's what it is. Put the code in. Thomas Weir, having built both the 144 Revel and Airfix Concord, the Revel one is better. Everyone I've spoken to that's built the Revel one have told me that the Airfix one is better. That's interesting. So that is interesting. Okay, because Celtic West, who comes on here, he showed me his Revel one, and he said it was terrible, really hard work. So, Geneva, thank you very much for the super chat of £2. When is the group video likely? I've done it, but I need to speak to you guys about that video, and I will speak about it soon. It's all done and edited, but I need to get your names because I think somebody's got a different name to what they sent me on the email. So I'm still waiting for that chap to tell him what his real name is. And Sprue and Glue's left me a £2 super chat as well. Bless you. Thank you very much. Right. So Lexi's now gone, bless her. So it's only us 6 again now. So poor price. Is that free shipping to Australia? No, it's to the UK only, I think.
Yeah. I was hoping for the US.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be free to the US.
So the Revel Concord is more accurate as its avionics blister on the top of the fuselage is longer and in the right place. Fair enough. But as I said, he's given us this offer here of £15 off, free shipping. So hopefully have a little crack at building that Airfix one.
Nice.
Yeah. So free shipping in the UK, I should say, not anywhere else. And that code runs on now till the end of August. But by that time, we would have thought about having a new challenge by then anyway. So I have got another 10 E-Lightning ones. If anybody wants to do an E-Lightning, I've got another 10 of these. So if you've built one, let me know and I'll send you a woven patch. That's just guaranteed anyway. So, so that's the new, if I go back again, that's a new patch up for grabs. So if you build the Airfix Concord challenge, build the Airfix Concord, you get one of the woven patches and you also get a zine, one of the latest zine. This was the last year's one, which was zine 1, which was I got it all printed and sent off, which was good. You got one of them, didn't you, John Alec? You got the zine.
Yeah, I got it. That was months ago. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's right. So now I've got the new one now. Zine 2's now out. So but yeah, so if you want to have a crack at the challenge, please feel free to. That's the code. Click on the link, go to the code, and use that. And hopefully, then we'll see you all building Concords. And then send me. You can see the information. Either send it to me on Instagram, Facebook, or my email address in the about section. Send me pictures, and then send me your address, and I will start sending out these woven patches, and they look pretty cool. So yeah, there you go, woven patches. Poor Price, already built the Airfix 148 Lightning kit. Well, send me your address, and I'll send you out a woven patch. Does the Zine magazine have a page 3? It does. It does have a page 3.
Even I get that.
Yeah, even it does have a page 3. Yeah. You'll be glued to that page 3, I'll tell you. You'll be glued. If you put the code in manually and lowercase, it works. It's got to be lowercase, is it? Right. I'll work on that because I got sent it in caps. So I'll put a note on there then and just say, yeah. I'll put in lower if it is lowercase. But no, I just copied and pasted it across as not lowercase. I did it as I just copied and pasted it straight across without any pasted in caps. Yeah, I thought so. That's fine. But lowercase works as well. That's absolutely fine. It's no Bearcat on page 3. No, there is a Bearcat advert there. That's the Bearcat t-shirt print that I had done. So there's definitely Bearcat in it. It's always a Bearcat in it. So yeah, if you fancy building a Concorde, that's the patch we're doing this time. And I said, well, every time you send me a picture of it, we'll get them on here and we can then have a look and see how well you've got on. So yeah, that's basically it. That is the challenge for you guys for the next 3 or 4 months until I get another idea. Which will be a good one to do. Probably do a fair. We'd probably do a Great Western one. There won't be many people building one of them, would there, though, John? Would there?
No.
How long have you got planned for that one? Then that must be a 2 or 3 month build. That one, because it's not an easy kit, is it?
Yeah, it would probably be through the end of the year. Yeah, and haven't done a ship, so
fair enough.
Yeah, I like new things, new challenges.
Yeah, that's it. Concorde 144 is also good, right? Yeah, any Concorde, you can build any Concorde as long as you have to put paint and decals on it and glue it together. That's what it's all about. We're not one of these kits that, where's that kit I had the other day? Yeah, I had a kit here. Yeah, not like this kit from Revel, this Concorde kit that somebody sent me. Basically, that's it. That's it. That's the kit.
You still got to paint that, and you can put decals on that.
No, that's already pre-painted, mate. Look, it's even got the.
I missed that. Yeah, never mind.
1-288 or something.
I think that's a 1-400. To be honest.
Now, can it be any scheme?
Any scheme, it can be.
Not.
If you want to do a Hella one, you can do a Hella one. If you want to do the River one, you can do it, or the Airfix one. I'm hoping that once everybody's got on the bandwagon and building a Concorde, right, people would love it, that they would want another manufacturer to retool it accurately, because the Revel one's 40 years old, the Airfix one's 50, the what's it called? Hella ones are crap and and are not standard. Like that. That's the one in that box. It looks nice, but it's a prototype. So it'd be nice if they did a Concorde. But yeah, you have to glue it, paint it, and decal it. Obviously, not. Oh, I've just bought one off the die-cast shelf. The dust. What did somebody call them the other day? Dust collectors or something. Yeah, dust collectors, aren't they? So, but yeah, if you want to build a Concorde, I've given you 2 options from Airfix.
Well, the only problem is if I ask some of my friends at British Airways and I borrow the Concorde. I take the rat problem with me.
Have you got friends at Bristol? Have you, mate?
No, Heathrow.
Oh yeah, they've got one there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This colony of rats.
Because this one here is the GBOAF version, which is the one that's at Bristol, at Filton, which is where I've got some footage of it. That's the one where they put the hat in the gap when they flew their last flight. They had the hat in the gap, and then when they cooled down, that hat is just stuck there, and you never get it out again. So, Doc Brown, if you pick one up in Australia or wherever you live, I will send and you build it. I will personally send you a patch. Okay, I'll send you a patch.
Nice.
Anywhere in the world, I'll send them, but they will take time to get there. But you got to remember that to send these out is about £2 now, and Australia is about £6 or £7. So bear that in mind. So make sure you do a good job on that Concord to make it worth my while.
What I'm hearing is if we slip you about £10, we can get a patch, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to get a Concorde. I live near Filton, where I believe the last Concorde landed for the final time. It now sits in a museum at the former airport. You're exactly right. And when we went there 2 years ago, I was absolutely disgusted that they've now dug up the runway there and are building houses. So there's never be another plane land at Filton ever again. Bastards. They're building houses on the runway.
It's like an Indian burial ground or something.
Yeah.
That's like the state of most old RAF bases at the minute. So loads of them are getting turned into housing estates.
It's disgusting.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're doing that out here all the time. It's constantly paving paradise.
Yeah, nice one, Tags. And one lucky winner gets a Humble 3D printer with their patch. So yeah, any Concorde. And what we'll do is when you send the pictures in on a Monday, we'll go through them and have a look at them, won't we, lads? And we'll comment on how good they look. Definitely. Cambridge Airport, where Marshall is going to be redeveloped for housing as well. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, I think
Dunsold's going to be a housing estate.
Where?
Dunsold Aerodrome's going to be a housing estate, apparently.
Never, is it? It's never right, is it? Mark F. Also sat at the end of the runway. Heathrow a few times. Took the air out of your lungs. Yeah, I wouldn't, Concorde would fly over Reading at 11 a.m. and if you're in town, no one could talk as it went over due to the noise. Funny you say that because I used to do a lot of walking on Dartmoor and Exmoor, and at 10 past 11, you would always hear the sonic boom. And I think it was like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays or something. You'd always hear the sonic boom in Dartmoor. So,
walking by the prison.
Yeah. Look at that. Sunderland Airport is now the Nissan car plant. Sad, isn't it?
But there is an air museum there.
Yeah, yeah, there is, yeah. Lord Bodford 1 just ordered the Concorde, added paint and an F-35 starter set and got 15% off the old order. Well done. Well done. I love it when a plan comes together. That's brilliant, that is.
Moss is one of Airfix's best brand ambassadors at this point.
Oh, I tell you what, Humbro, we're going to sell a lot of paint. Yeah, I heard that, Kevin. Manster near you. Yeah, that was going to be a development, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that. So, Sunderland Airport. Oh, it's got a rusting out Vulcan there as well, is it?
It has, aye. It's got a Vulcan, a Canberra that's rusted to bits. It's got a Lightning.
Yeah.
It's got a mock-up of a Spitfire. It's got an old Harrier FRS-1.
Yeah.
It's got a Vampire and a Meteor. It's not too bad. It's not massive, but they've got armored vehicles there as well. They call the Air, Sea and Land Museum.
Yeah.
But yeah, the majority of the site's Nissan car plant.
Yeah. God, yeah, everyone's going on there now. They're going to be like, they're going to use this product code just to buy everything on Airfix now, aren't they? They're not going to bother getting their Concord now. They're just going to use the code for. I suppose you'll have to put the Concord in there because that's how it's based, isn't it? So you have to put a Concord in there. So, but my vision of next year is to go on the big Warpath and go on to a lot of the air shows. I want to go Cosford Air Show. I want to go to Sully's air show because he has his own private one, doesn't he? Where they have like Stukas and Messerschmitts, don't they? Just for you flying all day. Taggers is going to try without a Concorde. Oh dear, cool. So if I wonder if Dale's watching now, thinking, "Oh bollocks."
Let's see. Opened up.
Might try it with a lightning.
They're just going to turn it the Hoover promotion a few years ago. Moz breaks Airfix.
Yeah. Remember to click the link I give you because that means I get a little commission out of that as well. Oh, James Willard. The new Airfix acrylics are better than the AK acrylics. Fight me. Has anybody tried the AK acrylics?
Oh, the third gen? You can't. The only thing that will really thin them for an airbrush is their AK
thinners.
Is their AK thinner?
Yeah.
So I've tried their new third gen, and I just use them for brush painting now.
You weren't that impressed with them, were you? Was it you that weren't impressed with AK?
I think there's a few that aren't. I know Tam certainly isn't.
Yeah.
I like to be able to, thin them easily.
Yeah.
It's a detergent or a surfactant based thinner that they have. So I guess maybe you might be able to try the Vallejo or Mission Models with thinners with them, but I just could not get them to thin right. So anyway,
are they quite a thick paint anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I'm so snobby. It's Tamiya for me for most of my painting now. I do. I still use a bit of Airfix. I have sprayed the new Airfix acrylic, but like the red was so thick. I must have been 20% acrylic paints, 80% Tamiya lacquer thinners in it. No, it wasn't lacquer thinners. It was Mr. Color leveling thinner. Yeah. But I had to use a ton of it to do. But this, my main stuff is this stuff really. I use this all the time. And the lacquer thinner as well. I use this one quite a lot as well. I have got the Hitaka acrylic thinner, but I think you need to use a lot more than what they say. And I have used the blue line, but blue line is more for brush paint. So you got blue line, which is brush. You got red line, which is airbrush, and that orange, which is stunning. And I did my Bearcat with the Hitaka blue, was fantastic. It went down like a dream. But Tamiya lacquer paint is my go-to, and apparently my Outlaw paints have arrived in this country this week, so hopefully I'll be getting them in the next couple of weeks to have a go with. That's going to be a game changer for me, I think. Oh dear, just put a K2 ambulance in without the Concorde, it works. Wow, 15% off. 15% off. Dear.
Anybody going to go for a 1-24 Spitfire? Or?
Yeah, I was going to say, anybody click that link I've given you, then go in and search for the Spitfire, then use the code.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah.
Well, you had a specific link for that before, because that's what I used to get it.
Yeah.
I got 15% off, and it basically paid for the shipping.
Yeah, that's right. That was before that was. Yeah, that's that was a good one. That was. If you're if you're an Airfix Club member, you get your 10% off anyway. So, yeah. How to invalidate a code? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Well.
Moz gets a huge invoice from Airfix.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to check my phone a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check my phone.
You're going to get demonetized.
Yeah, the guy in the warehouse tomorrow is going to be furious.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
He just said, yeah, I hope people use it. Well, people are using that product code. But please use it to get a Concorde, click the link and this one here, and then use that code in the code box and enjoy yourself. I would love to get rid of 50 patches by next month, and I would love to order. I'm going to get them in 50s. That's the only problem, you see. So, but still, I think they work out £4 each. So, because there's VAT on top of it as well, isn't there? Catch you with that. But yeah, if you, I'd love to see everyone get one of them. That'd be a good challenge. You get something back to the community.
What was the time frame on the challenge again?
Pardon?
What was the time frame on the challenge?
The time frame is about 3 months, because this code works until August. But to be honest, I'm not expecting everyone to just drop tools and drop kits and build a Concorde. But as long as they've bought the Concorde, send me the picture of the box art and the unbuilt kit, and then send me the picture of it finished. A few pictures of it finished. That's not a problem. They'll get a patch. So free of charge. But I did say that if the first 50 channel members do get preferential treatment. So. Top brown scale models, 15% off Airfix till August deal. Oh dear me. And then when will Airfix bring out a 24th Bearcat just for mods? They're not going to. I'm pissing in the wind. To be honest with you, John Parker, I would love them. I've changed my mind about a Bearcat. I'm not worried about a Bearcat now. If they bring one out in the next 5 years, I'm going to be under 50, so I will be able to do it. I would like them to retool the Concorde. I think that deserves it. I think there's a lot of people out there who would want to build it. And the reason they don't sell many now is because everybody's either, I built that Concorde years ago, I built it again, so went together better than I remember it last time. But I built both of them now. I built the Vintage Classic and the Concorde. So, yeah, it doesn't. No, I think that's right. It doesn't seem to stake with your club membership, though. I think your club membership is 10%. You'll get an extra 5%. So, it's up to you. See how you get on. If hopefully you'll get some nice. We'll get a few nice Concorde builds out of it and give it a bit of love. Because I think that's one of the tragedies. Was it you, Sully? Or who was I talking to? Was it Alex?
What was that?
About the Concorde. It was a tragic that they even took it out the skies, because they could have kept it going, couldn't they?
Virgin offered to keep it going, and the B8 said no.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, because that crash, that wasn't the Concorde's fault. It was
debris, wasn't it?
Debris on the line.
Wasn't it the plane before it? Didn't a piece of it come off, and then
the
Concorde
tire hit it,
and it blew up the tire, and then that punctured the.
I thought it was because they cleared it the wrong way.
Yeah, I think it was debris from a prior. It was a prior airplane, if I remember correctly.
It was. It went over, it burst the tire, flew up, and punctured the tanks.
The tanks, yeah.
And then they repaired all the tanks. They upgraded them all, and BAE decided to ground them. And then Virgin apparently said, "We'll keep them going. It's like a British icon, whatever." And BAE were like, "No, it's not your aircraft." So that was it, gone. Apparently, it was actually that petty as well.
I don't understand why BAE had the right to say who should have it, because they were given the plane. They were actually given the plane, and they made more money from the duty-free on it than they did from the flights.
Yeah, it's just it's a status thing, isn't it? They didn't want like another airline to be flying the Congo thing, which is a shame.
But they could have kept one going. I'm still adamant they could have kept one going.
Well, from what I had read at the time, they could have kept the whole fleet going.
Yeah.
They just said, no, we're not selling it to another airline.
So the Airfix Vintage Classic Concorde, the BOAC, doesn't have the droop nose. Okay? Or the design of the droop nose. And the Airfix one has the pointy nose, but it doesn't droop. I think the Revell one, not the Revell one, the Hella one has a droop nose. But no, this is just this one's just got the pointier nose on that one. So it's got the what's it called? The undercarriage at the back as well, which I never knew it had until I saw it at Filton. Didn't even know it had one at the back. So yeah, so there's the two Concords. But as I said, you can buy whichever one you want. You know, there's I wonder what the Concorde decal sheet is on that. Is it? Have they got the two decals, or is it? I don't know what the decal sheet is for the Concorde. Shush. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know what the decal sheet is like on that one. To be fair, whether you've got which schemes it is. Is it only one scheme on this one? Yeah, there's only one scheme, which is the final flight to Filton Airport, Bristol, which is the one I put there. But my Concorde that I built, it's this one. That's the one I built, the 1996 release. So it came with three schemes, I think. It came with the original British Airways one, and then the upgraded one from 1996. This one's just got it's now preserved in British Aerospace in Bristol, where I went to. So my decal sheet has 3 BA and an Air France set 2. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a lot of talk in the chat, actually, just like the Vulcan, no parts, no go. But what I'm saying is that they could have kept the Concorde running for another 20 years, I'm sure. You know, Airbus said they were not going to produce the parts anymore, but if there was Concorde still running, they're obliged to keep making the parts, aren't they? I'm sure that's the case.
We'll see. Whoever was asking about the droop nose, it looks like the Nito release does have a droop nose. If that's
does it? Yeah. So Hugh Gordon, that is not quite correct. Airfix Concorde, the 144th scale, is Airfix own tooling. The Hella 172 Concorde was boxed by Airfix in the 90s. So yeah, these ones here are actually Airfix toolings, the Concorde. The 172 scale is Hella. So that's where that one is. Hella's released this one, that tooling, but they don't now. They released that 1 to 100 scale. And then they've got the 172. The French Concordes are not fitted with the FOD gates on their wheels. This is why we need John on here for, because he knows it all when it comes to kits and stuff. The only thing about the BOAC markings on that vintage classic was that you had to paint the tail yourself, the fin, and the only colour that really matches, and I could get at the time, was the enamel, which I would have preferred to have sprayed it with acrylic, but all I could get at the time, well, I think they stopped releasing the blue in that colour, so you only could get it in an enamel tin. So I had to paint it, and I brush painted the tail. But it would have been nice if they had done a decal of the fin, you know. So, but it came up all right, you know. It's a lovely little plane to build. So, and if you build that one, you'll also get a woven patch as well. And it looks like if you pick up the vintage classic Concorde, you get your 15% off that one too. And I think that was cheaper. I think that Concorde's cheaper. Let's have a look, shall we? Concorde. They've only got that one in stock. This is called. No, is it BOAC? Is it under BOAC? BOAC. No, they haven't got it. Have they? No, they haven't got it. They haven't got the original vintage classic Concorde on the shop. So, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Airbus became Concorde's design authority, so it had the final say regardless who BA would sell it onto. At the time, I don't think that's correct, but I could be wrong. I just remember that Richard Branson put in a pretty good deal, and I'm sure that if a plane wants to keep on running, if there's the odd one or two, they don't have to, but if there's a fleet, they still have to make the parts for it. I'm sure that was the case, but anyway. Bloody Airbus, French company, isn't it? So, yeah, who's going to watch that this week? Because apparently it's the Hercules farewell flight this week, I've been told.
Yes.
That's really made me really cross that they're getting rid of that so early.
Yeah.
It's just stupidity. Stupidity really is.
Yeah.
It's on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Oh, right, how it worked. I know how it worked, but I was at the time. Richard Branson put in a package to keep the Concordes running, and the Airbus, and I'm sure Airbus were obliged to keep making the parts because the fleet was still active. Vulcan, there was only one or two flying, so they had no reason to keep making the parts. But when they have a fleet of a particular plane, they had to keep making the parts. That's what I was under the impression. Because I remember Richard Branson pushing the issue back in, that must have been 1997? No, 1994. So, you know. But yeah, I don't know why they've given up the Hercules, because the A400s aren't ready yet, are they?
Not 100% ready, no. They've got half of them on flight capable yet.
And they're retiring them early then. I suppose it's cost, is it?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Crumbs.
But the RAF are kicking off about it.
Yeah,
and the Army are as well, because it's a special forces staple.
Yeah.
And it's really going to limit their capabilities for a while.
Yeah. Boldly go. Yeah, you're quite right there. It was 9/11 because they shut all the flights down, didn't they? Because after the crash, they did start flying again, didn't they, Concorde?
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah. Stuart Templeton, at this rate, all ARAF will have us some gliders. Yeah. Because somebody was saying the other day that the actual spend at the moment for the armed forces is so well down that we won't have a decent armed forces in the next 2 or 3 years, apparently.
Well, the Americans have already downgraded. They've said we're not an elite level armed force anymore because we just don't have enough.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we haven't got an army. It's a few brigades. We don't have enough physical boots to be a standing army, if you like.
A lot of it's
Yeah.
the public complaining about it. They don't want it, and then they're like, "Oh, we got no. What's your fault? You didn't want you didn't want to armed services or anything like that. It's too aggressive."
See, the Challenger 3's been put back again another 12 months, isn't it?
I bet that's cost as well.
Yeah. But then that Challenger 2 won that competition last month, didn't it? They pitted them against all the elite tanks, and the Challenger 2 came out on top.
Did it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was on YouTube.
You used to get all the stories, didn't you? I don't know how true they were about like the Tornado F3s going into combat with like F15s and winning. And I was just like, is that really possible? Like dogfighting?
There you go on the forces.net. That's where it was. Where is it?
I do need to bounce. I have a meeting coming up, so I
no worries, mate.
For a while, but I gotta get going.
Nice seeing you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
You take care. Here you go. Challenger 2 tanks triumph in NATO competition ahead of the Leopard and the Abrams tanks. One of the most potent things about the Challenger 2 is that it's got something called the Hunter Killer Mode, he said. Oh, that's right then. Now, I got a little sticker on my car that's where it says where the 5th number is on the gear stick. It says Beast Mode. You know what I mean? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Beast Mode. That's it. You know.
If you want a good laugh,
yeah.
There's a YouTube video which is about it's like the time the UK nuked America twice or something that's called.
Right.
And it's about the Vulcans. They were doing like a test of their air defenses, the Americans.
Yeah.
So they asked us to get involved with the Vulcan fleet.
Yeah.
And read it, watch it. Sorry, it's absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
I'll have to do that.
Yeah. Apparently, the C-130Js, some of them are only 15 years old.
Something like that,
yeah. Stephen Sheets says we were transitioning to a defence force. When I was in 2013, you could fit the whole British Army in Wembley and have a few thousand seats spare. Crumbs.
I mean, I don't know. I was never in the armed forces, but when I joined the Air Cadets in 1988, I remember you had to study about the RAF and all that sort of stuff. And there was like 120, 130,000, I think, personnel in the Air Force.
Wow.
Now, I think there's less than 50,000 now.
Yeah.
Because most of the jobs, like catering, transport, and whatever, have all been like given out to private companies.
Yeah. Apparently, the UK is the second biggest defence budget in NATO.
Yeah, behind the Yanks, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the Challenger 2 is the best tank in my opinion. Only time it's been knocked out was a blue on blue by another Challenger 2. That was a sad story. That was, wasn't it? But I always said that Airfix need to bring out a Challenger tank. I put that on my prediction list for next year. If the Challenger doesn't go to the Ukraine, I reckon they'll bring out a Challenger tank because they need to. They've got all the other bloody tanks, haven't they? They just haven't got a Challenger. Oh, they saw the Vulcan but didn't see the Buccaneers flying underneath it. Going to make a Challenger 2 Tamiya kit. Yeah. Is it? No, it's not Tamiya does Challenger 2, is it? It's Trumpeter do the Challenger 2, isn't it? Tamiya don't do a Challenger 2, do they? I thought it was Trumpeter. In fact, have I got a Challenger 2 here from Trumpeter? Is that the Challenger there? Oh no, I got the Challenger 1 in Trumpeter. But I didn't know that Tamiya did a Challenger 2 tank. I thought it was just Trumpeter. Wayne Welly's got the
Tamiya do a Chally 2.
Yeah.
They do a desertized version as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. I didn't know that. It's not the trumpeter. It's not the trumpeter kit inside, is it?
No, it's Tamiya. It's a Tamiya kit.
Tamiya kit, isn't it?
Tamiya's not Revell.
I wonder how the Merkava would do in the Ukraine. Tamiya did both versions of the Challenger. Fair enough. I didn't know that. But I wonder if Airfix would bring out a Challenger tank to go with their fleet of tanks. He's got Stephen Sheets has got the Challenger from Trumpeter, the Challenger 2. But yeah, I've got the Challenger 1 up there, not the Challenger 2 in my stash. MBT. MBT is MBT. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, the MBT Desert version. What does MBT stand for?
Main battle tank.
Main battle tank. Yeah.
I built the Merkava twice in the 80s, mid 80s, and even that was it's a beautiful looking tank, if you can call one that. But I remember it went together so well that that was a Tamiya, right?
Yeah.
Merkava. And yeah, I ended up building that twice. I've always liked the lines of that tank, the Merkava.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Leopard. The Leopard and the Merkava have a similar profile, right? When you look at it.
Yeah.
You can tell them apart instantly, but
the Airfix one, John, was a Trumpeter one, the 135th. They reboxed the Trumpeter kit. That was quite a way back though. That must have been 20 years ago. That Challenger. It was a Challenger 2. It was a Trumpeter kit that they reboxed. So yeah, that would have been nice. I just thought they need to bring out a Challenger. They have got a Challenger in their what's it called range, haven't they? In their quick build range. But it'd be nice if Airfix designed and built a Challenger 2. It would have been nice, wouldn't it, to put one up there as a future kit. So yeah. Just going down through Tiramisu Camo. Love Wayne. Yeah, 20 years ago that was, because I went looking for it, you see, and I then thought, maybe Airfix could release a Challenger. As I said, they've done the M3 recently, haven't they? Which was Academy, though, wasn't it? MTB means more talking bullshit. Thank you very much. That's the other way around. It's MBT, I said, not MTB. Basil Bean.
We knew what you meant.
I know, yeah. I did say MBT, didn't I? Main battle tank, yeah. I bought the Hasegawa Leopard 2, and it was terrible. That's interesting from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do great planes, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah.
I've always liked their planes, but
yeah,
I think they make some cars, but they don't seem that stellar.
Yeah, they're weird cars, though, aren't they? They're things
Fujimi
like
or something. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
I think they're one and the same.
I think in the end it comes down to tactics they use in the Ukraine on what tanks they wish to use. I don't think they would. I don't think Russia's got the money anymore, have they? I think they're buggered, but we shall see. It can't go on much longer, surely.
No.
But I
hope not.
Yeah. It'd be nice to be able to buy Zvezda again without feeling guilty. You can't knock it. Zvezda kits were brilliant. I like a Zvezda kit, and now the only thing is that I would buy a Zvezda kit if it's in a model shop now, because they've already bought it. So if you're not going to buy a Zvezda kit from a model shop, all you're doing is spiking, cut your nose to spite your face, isn't it? Yeah.
Problem is, it's going to be stigma now, isn't it?
Until the war's completely over. But then again, Putin looks like he's on death's doors anyway, isn't he? So. John Parker says he built the Hasegawa Mitsubishi T2, and that kit is right up there with the best. Yeah. That's it, though. Sometimes manufacturers don't get it right. It's It's not an exact science, is it, Sully, when it comes to tooling kits, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of work that's got to go into it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just sort of, we'll just sort of knock that out.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, I know that is it the Meteor from Revell that's 140 quid, 132. That's been put back a year. It's for like 140 quid, isn't it, or something?
Well, they probably need to. They probably need to, don't they? Because it'll be their own kit, and they usually nick somebody else's, so it's got to be right. They haven't got somebody else to do the work for them this time.
That's right. I'm just looking now. Yeah, so somebody put a post up on models to you. It's 145 quid. They said if you can pre-order it now at 131.39, but it's been put back till 2024 now. But that for a 132 kit, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Even like a 124 scale Airfix kit is a much 110 quid. But to go £150 retail, recommended retail price at 149.99, that's a lot of money for a Meteor.
Depends on how much detail they're putting into it.
Has anybody else done a 132 Meteor? See, that would be one that Airfix could do in 124 is a Meteor. That'll be their next one, I reckon. Unless they're going to dick me and do me a fucking Bearcat at 124.
Yeah.
No,
a Meteor Bite has got the two jet engines. They're fairly simple engines, so
yeah,
it'd be quite easy for them to tool it.
Well, Hong Kong models have brought a 32nd scale one out.
Yeah.
Have a guess how much that goes at about?
What's that, Meteor?
Yeah.
200.
But Jad Lamb, 72 quid.
Oof. And I bet that HK models is pretty bloody good as well.
Probably, yeah. The one on eBay I can see for just under 60 quid.
Wow.
See, that's 72 Meteor.
Yeah. I didn't even know they'd done one.
Yeah.
It's a new one. It missed me, that one did. It's an F4.
Yeah. But saying the Meteor, maybe one. But then we always query about scale, don't we? When people say, "Oh, I'm going to build the Bismarck at 1 to 200 scale," and it's this massive thing, once you build it, where you're going to put it to, but they never think about that when they do the planes, do they? I'd love to see I would love to see a 124 scale Concorde. Not a lot of people would buy it though, would they? That's the problem.
That's pretty much be a flying model, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. But having that, I'll tell you what, if Airfix did that, that would be the first kit that they would ever produce that will be made into a flying kit. There'll be companies all over the world creating aftermarket to make the fucking thing fly.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? That would be a good one. Basil Bean, Vesda do a very good job. Ships have built 4. So is a here today, gone tomorrow. Fair enough. But so you say something, yeah. Hugh Gordon wrote, "Don't have the problem with Vesda. They didn't start any wars and they ain't killing anybody. Just my opinion. But it's still a Russian-owned company, and actually you can't buy them. They can't even ship them, can they? Because they're on the
embargo list.
Aren't they?
They're embargoed.
Yeah. The Bismarck, not Concorde. Yeah. But if they did a 124 scale Concorde, people don't, I've seen people build the Bismarck and it's absolutely massive. But I bet a 124 scale Concorde wouldn't be as big as that massive Bismarck.
Look it up on YouTube, Moss. Someone has.
What, built a 124 Concorde?
A jet powered one. Yeah, it's huge.
For 124 scale?
Yeah, an electric ducted fan one. I'm sure I saw the Concorde lurking around.
Because there's one at the Air and Space Museum, and it is gigantic. It's gigantic.
I mean, the big Concorde model they had at on the roundabout at Heathrow, as you entered Heathrow, that was big. I mean, the A380 that they replaced it with had to be flown in by the Adnov 251.
They're going to need that at Airfix tomorrow morning, by the sounds of it.
I mean, I had to put the 124 Spitfire on the dining table. I didn't have any other place to put it, right?
Yeah, my 124 Typhoon sitting on a dressing table upstairs.
Oh yeah,
massive.
Yeah, that's right. 124th is big, but then again, the amount, the Spitfires that people have built, that 124th, every single one of them have looked absolutely amazing. So, Hugh Gordon's right. You can't tar everyone or everything Russian with Putin's brush, but it's still government owned. Zvezda is owned partly by the government. So, anyway, it's embargoed anyway, so we can't even have that discussion. The Revel Meteor will be a Technic kit with LEDs like the Spitfire they released a few years ago. It doubles the price. Yeah. Speaking of Antonov, I would love an AN225. One night I was on doing my own little live stream with the lads from my Discord group, and they were pushing me into buying that kit, the Antonov. Was it you on there as well, Sully? Or
No, I wasn't. No.
Somebody, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's there's like 900 pieces or something, each engine and everything." And when I looked at it and I looked at the measurements, I was like, "Where am I going to put it?" Most of my models go up to the library now for display. You see, most of my models now go up at the library. Got a few upstairs in the attic, and I've still got the tanks lying around.
Yeah, I've just put that on the video I did at the weekend on the Victor, because I've started the second model.
Yeah,
and I was like, give us some suggestions, because I literally do not know what to do with them. Once they're all finished, I'm going to either need to build an extension or get rid of them.
Yeah, you have to get rid of them or give them put them on display somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. People go to the library and they can see my models there in display, because there's a few of us who leave our models there. So I brought the Concords back home this week so I could finish filming my videos for this challenge. And I looked at it and I was thinking, that vintage classic, it was a bit of the decal was an absolute. If I did it again, I would cut up the blue stripe into 3 sections. There would be one long one, cut it into 3s, and then manipulate, because trying to keep it straight in one long go was an absolute nightmare. Cut it in 3s and overlap it just slightly, and it would be all straight then. One thing, so yeah. Still praying for a Blackburn Beverly. We was talking about that the other day. He wanted to build one of them.
You can get there's a resin version of one.
Yeah.
I don't know who does it though, but somebody's done one. It's quite good actually.
Wasn't it? Isn't there one about to die or something? They've got one up in storage and it's losing the will to live or something.
That's what was on about the other week.
Yeah.
It's in a museum or something, but the museum is shut.
Yeah.
And it's rotten or something.
Yeah.
That's a shame, isn't it?
But I think the guy who owns it can't afford to do anything with it.
Yeah.
And he's trying to shift it.
They're giving it away, isn't he, or something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
The Blackburn Beverly combat kits do one, but that's a full kit. Oh no, I'm lying. Ignore me. Yeah. It's just, looks like a resin kit. But yeah, the Blackburn Beverly, they were lovely looking planes, weren't they? Oh, hang on a minute. There's a 144 version by a Russian company from 2015 Is it Micromir? Mikromir.
Micromir.
Micromir. Yeah.
Ukrainian company.
Is it?
Hmm.
I wonder where you can get one of them from.
The Ukraine.
Yeah, but I wonder if there's any in this sale. Yeah, that'll be. If they could find one of them, that'll be one to build. Only 144 though, but that's what you need, isn't it? Really, for that plane.
Yeah, it'd be massive.
Well, it is they are what they call a limited run kit.
Yeah.
No location pins or anything. So if they're if it's a first run, it's okay. If it's a second run, it's going to be flash cities from hell.
Yeah. It says here that great decals, good interior detail, historically important RAF subject. Cons: excessive flash on small parts, no location aids in places, propeller assembly is tedious to build. Injection molded parts 111 and 11 PE photo etch parts, decals, and it comes with masks as well. But yeah, just see if I could buy one. $31. Fine scale modeler. But nothing for sale. It's out of stock there. So I suppose he'd have many built, I suppose. Looks like it's never been released again. Never been released again, only once in 2015. That's a shame, isn't it? I might have to. Oh, hang on. Super Hobby. Super Hobby's got one in stock. Ooh, £47.80 though. So if you want one, there's one now on Super Hobby. They've got some in stock. Chose a Super Hobby. It's like 15 quid to post it to you now, isn't it? Yeah, the Argosy and the Stumpy. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. So if you get to build it up nice, it'll be a showstopper. I got some A model kits upstairs. I've got a Virgin Round the World plane to build at some point.
I've got one of that Jetstream kits just to finish off me little RAF trainer.
Yeah.
Collection I did. It's the last one I've got to do actually. It's still
Yeah. The last Beverly existed has been dismantled and supposed to be used as a bed and breakfast location. So the Beverly has been scrapped now, is it?
I don't think so.
It's been dismantled and used as a bed and breakfast location, B&B. €30. It's a lot of money, but anyways, right. It's 9:45. Oh yeah. Oh, it says Macromia is not for the faint-hearted. No, allegedly so. Right, folks. I think we've done quite a bit tonight. It's been a great little chat seeing you all and chatting away. Also, if you'd like to get on with the challenge, remember there is where it's at. If you want one of these, designed by me, sent to India to be digitalized, then sent back here and sent to my friend. And she spent the last 2 weeks making them in between other jobs. So if you want to do a Concorde, if you've got one in the stash, all well and good. If you want to buy a Concorde, there's that code on the Airfix website that will give you. I'll put the link back in the chat again. I will do a video on it, explain it properly this week, so that you can see the challenge.
Yeah.
I have got my Concorde, and the first time I've ever done a build where I commentate on top. So it's a new experience for me because normally I just do a time lapse of my builds. But this time I've actually done commentary over the top. So, take it as it is. It may be shit, but, but I enjoy building it. It's not the easiest of builds. I didn't use any filler on it, by the way. I just glued it together, and it was done over 3 days. I didn't bother with any filler. I just put it together, scraped it back at the top, make sure it's all nice and flush. So I didn't really bother with any filler on it, and then just put the decals on. Some, ended up getting a little bit destroyed. But remember, my kit is 1996, so the new one you get from Airfix will probably be tidied up, and you get some decent decals with it as well. So, anyway, thanks all. Thank you, James, for joining me. Thank you, John Alec, for joining me. Thank you, Sully, and thank you, Hardy. Nice to see you back on the Airfix and Chill, my friend.
Thank you, Moz, for behaving yourself.
Yeah, I tried to. Unlike you, with your deep throat, as it was. You twat. Honestly, poor Lexi.
I wonder whether Lexi's changed her underwear by now.
Deep throat, daddy.
No, it's right. And remember, I've got my podcast this week. So if you want to keep an eye out for that, Beyond the Box with Alex, that'll be released. And again, contact me with pictures of your Concorde, and we'll get them up here and we'll show them off and have like a bit of a model show. We can go and look at your kits and see how you get on. So hopefully, as I say, if you've got one in the stash, build one. If you need to buy an Airfix one, there's the code. And if you've only got a Revel one or a Hella one, build that. But let's all build Concords and just give them some love. And hopefully, maybe they'll decide to retool it and make it as the most accurate Concorde out there, which is it deserves. It does deserve to be done. Again, thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care all, and goodbye.
See you there, guys.
Bye-bye.